Hello and welcome to the review of my favorite lens that I'm using for more than 1 year now on my Canon EOS 5D Mark II, the Canon 70-200 f2.8 IS Mark II USM. At the beginning I would like to show you the 4 switches on the 70-200mm. The closest focusing distance is 1.2 meters or 3.904 feet up to infinity or 2.5 meters up to infinity. You can switch between manual autofocus, but anytime manual focusing is possible as well. The lens is well equipped with an optical image stabilizer which will cost you a bit of power, but which will give you also 4 stops of image stabilization improvement. The glass of the 70-200mm is a fluoride glass to prevent chromatic aberrations, and it comes with a 77mm filter mount. On top of this well-built lens, you will find the ET87 lens hood. Don't try to lose it, it will cost you more than $50 as an original. For around $2,000 you will also get that well-built bag, which is better than the usual bags that comes with the other L lenses. Within the price of $2,000 you will have also a tripod mount that can be twisted 360 degrees around the lens. The inner ring lets you zoom between 70-200mm with a single hand movement. For the filmers of you probably need more than one hand movement to go through the entire focus range. The 70-200mm is a perfect all-rounder, with 1500 grams, not the lightest lens, but for many occasions such as street photography or portraits a great tool to use if you have fast moving subjects. During darkness as well as during bright sunshine the focus is quick and precise. Focus usually takes around 1 second, so a great lens as well for wedding photographers and wildlife friends. Using this lens on an APS-C sensor camera such as the Rebel T6S gives you an increased focal length of 1.6. Means you have a 112-320mm lens compared with a full frame sensor of my 5D Mark II, not too bad. That might be an option for you if you plan to go on safari. Using this lens on a camera such as the 7D Mark II will bring you closer to your elephants and lions without buying a lens with an increased focal length for a higher price. Stop. There's one, the 100-400 f4.5-5.6, but not with the same aperture. And for whom do you think does this lens fit the most? Just leave a comment below for what occasion you're using this lens. I will tell you that I've used that lens for concert photography, wedding photography and during my trip to Africa. During low light you really feel the benefit of having a lens with a fast aperture and the image stabilizer. If you plan to take photos of animals, I would go for an APS-C sensor camera to have an increased focal length, but that depends on the distance to your subjects. I enjoy taking a lot of photos of people with that lens, especially on festivals and other occasions during daylight, where I make use of a nice and blur background. By the way, this lens is also perfect for weddings because you keep the distance and your subjects tend to act natural. It's bokeh time. The closer you are to your subject, the more bokeh you will get, especially during fast aperture shots. During low light, the image stabilizer keeps your shot steady without using a tripod, and the 8 aperture blades create these nice bokeh balls. If you need that blur background, you should think of getting this lens or its predecessor without the image stabilizer. Of course there's some vignetting, but just a little bit till f4. As you can see, you can compare these photos which are available as download. Just take a look in the description below. In terms of lens flare, does the fluoride front element a good job? There's some lens flare if you point your camera direct into the sun, but it's minimized as good as possible. But sometimes a bit of lens flare gives your photo a decent look. My conclusion, $2,000 for a lens is a lot, but if you have this lens, you may be able to accept some more paid jobs than without having this lens. It's sharp throughout a wide aperture range, starting wide open, and it has just a little chromatic aberrations. A fast autofocus with an epic blur background fulfill your need of a good all-rounder, except you don't have a wide angle. There are a bunch of photos and video clips available. Take a look in the description below and download them for your private use only. This lens has a dust and splash protection, so a piece of glass to have during your trip to the Amazonas. Next time you're in Frankfurt, stop by GM Photo, get your sensor cleaned and enjoy a couple days in the center of Germany. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. See you next time. Bye bye.